I'm so high, so high. They told me to sit back, don't make a sound, don't go to the unknown, but I'm too curious for that. Might be a little crazy, I don't mind, I like the way it feels, no need to set off the... I'm so high, I'm so high, so high. They told me to sit back, don't make a sound, don't go to the unknown, but I'm too curious for that. Might be a little crazy, I don't mind, I like the way it feels, no need to set off the alarm.
Hello, hello, hello. Can everybody hear me? All right, let's see who we have here today. Looks like Mobang is here. Hello, Tim. Good to see you. First member in the chat here. We have James, second member in the chat. How you doing, James? There is Ron Sees America. Howdy, howdy. And we have Jolly Matilda, another member. Hello, hello. And I don't know why, but I don't have any volume on my laptop. So I'm listening on my phone, which is laying on my lap here. Not sure what's going on, but we'll go with it for now. So again, there's Tim. There's James. There's Ron. Had a nice time camping with Ron Sees America at our meetup recently. There's Tracy, another member. Hello, hello. There's Danny D. Hello, hello. Traveling with Special Abilities, thanks for joining us. There's Meg. Appreciate the raid. Ashley's here. Hello, Ashley. Michael Ann is here. Nice to see you. There is Marshall. Marshall's here. Hi, Marshall. Good to see you. Here's Captain Billy J. Travels. And Meg is here. See who else? Lillian is here. Hello, Lillian. Good to have you here. And there is Crystal. Just finished my Jersey Mike sub. Yum, yum. All right, so I think you guys can hear me, but I can't hear myself on the laptop, and I don't know why. I did the test when I came in. Let me make sure everything is turned on from what I can see. FaceTime camera, audio, default MacBook Air microphone. Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on. There's Traveling Merton and Sue. Good to see you. Good to see you. Thanks for coming in. You guys are making your way back home to Massachusetts. I hope everything is going well for you. Roy and Becky's Travels is here. Hello, hello. There's Kenneth Oakes. Amanda just chilling. All right, Diana's here, still in Ironwood with the guys. Awesome. So Diana and 37 other people, we all hung out in the Ironwood meetup out here in the Ironwood Forest National Monument, had a great time, did some looking around, little tours, and I think everybody had a good time. There is Peter. Hello, Peter. Good to see you. All right, so James says I'm working fine. Not sure what's going on. I'm directly plugged in, so I may try to go back to Wi-Fi. We'll see how it goes. Everybody's saying hello. Blanket howdy. All right, so in the chat, I pinned a link for panel members to come up, but let me see if I can put another invite up. Do a copy. And I'd like to see Kenny come up, and then Crystal whenever you're ready. And let's get this thing started. So today we're talking about Helping Hands for Cruising. Helping Hands for Cruising. It's a charitable organization, and Kenny had some direct experience with that and had a great time while he was there. So let's bring them up here when we get a chance, and I'll see if my laptop is going to work, and then we'll press on. There's Traveling Mike. Hello, hello. So Merton and Sue, where are you right now? Where are you guys at? I know you're heading east. PVC Odyssey is here. Hello. Thanks for joining us. Danny D is here. Danny, did I make you? Okay, Danny, I'm going to make you a moderator. We thought you were a moderator already. So Danny, go ahead and post whatever links, same type of links you did on the other ones that you've been on. There you are. Should come up here in a minute. We have Quiet Listener here. Hello, hello. Thanks for coming in. All right, so I have two folks down here in the basement. I'll bring Kenny up first.
Howdy.
Hey, Kenny. Can you hear me okay?
Yes, sir.
All right. I can hear you okay on my phone, but I'm not getting you on my laptop.
You're coming in loud and clear.
Unplug here. Hang on one second. I'm going to unplug and then plug back in. I'm going to see if that straightens it out. Go back on Wi-Fi. Okay, I'm back.
I Can everybody hear me, see me okay? Am I too loud? Am I too low? Or what? Put a 1 in the chat if I'm good. Put a 2 in the chat if I'm not.
All right, so I'm going to reboot my laptop here, Kenny. I'm going to continue to... I'm watching on my phone. So Kenny, if you would start off by just explaining what this charity is about. I'll bring Crystal up too. If you folks could just go ahead and get started explaining what this charity is about for those folks that aren't familiar with it. I'd appreciate it. In the meantime, I'm going to run this on my phone and then reboot my laptop, and I'll be back here in a minute.
Okay. Do you want me to go ahead and start, Steve?
Yeah, go ahead and start.
Okay. For those of you who may not know, Helping Hands for Cruising is a charity organized by the Down Under Cruisers. It's to help people that has never had the opportunity to ever cruise in their lifetime, whether it be due to a financial situation, disability, whatever it may be, to be able to go and enjoy a once-in-a-lifetime cruise vacation. Now, keep in mind, it can be a couple, it can be a single person, it can be anyone that has never cruised in their lifetime. And we're trying to raise enough money to be able to get one recipient per month. Keep in mind, there's 12 months in a year, so that would make it 12 recipients in a year to be able to go and enjoy a once-in-a-lifetime cruise vacation. And also, for those that may not know, James Catnese and Amber and Scott from Kicking It Country are the recipients for this upcoming cruise in March, going out of Tampa on the Carnival Pride. And yeah, and it's March the 12th through the 19th. I don't remember all the ports that you're going to, but
I can fill you in on that.
Okay, go ahead.
So it's on the Carnival Pride, March the 12th through the 19th. It's with the Fantastic Cruising. And guys, if you've never heard of them, go check them out. Also, Pero DJ is also co-hosting this group cruise with them. Amazing 2 channels. They're going to Grand Cayman, Mahogany Bay, Belize, and Cozumel, Mexico. And if you'd like to know more, go to Fantastic Cruising at
gmail.com. I think it is.
And get a hold of Miss Kimbra, and she can help you in on that. So also, yeah, with what Kenny said, Helping Hands for Cruising is a community that is helping raise amazing charitable donations to help put like-minded folks like Kenny, like James Cantnese and his wife Cindy, and like Scott and Amber on a cruise of a lifetime that they may never be able to take. So that is what this organization is about. That is what we are here to do, is make awareness, make charitable donations. And even if you can't donate, simply just share all of these cruise-a-thon videos out to your streams, to your community tabs, to your Facebook pages, to wherever you can, to help bring the people in, to help build this community up. You can also go to Helping Hands with the number 4 Cruising on Facebook. You can like it, and you can send videos of anybody there that you would love to promote to possibly get on another cruise. But keep in mind, they have to have never cruised before. That is the biggest must. Also, you can also go to the Helping Hands 4 Cruising, again with the number 4, YouTube page, and go to the About section. And in the About section, there is an email. In that email, you can also submit your videos that way as well. Don't forget while you're there to watch a little bit of a video or watch the whole video. If you love it, give that link a subscribe, give it a thumbs up, ring that notification bell so you don't miss any more of our amazing group cruises that we are going to be start featuring more and more and more. Plus, there's some amazing 2-minute testimonials from people from our very first group cruise that got to see this gentleman right up here be so grateful that it raised so much awareness to the whole community that went on it. And we had, Steve, over like 26 cabins. There was over 50 participants on this. And it was such an amazing experience that when we all had to leave at the end, none of us wanted to go home.
Mm-mm. The goodbye was very hard to say.
Yeah.
Goodbye. What they call disembarkation.
Yes.
Now, when you aboard the ship, they call it embarkation.
And I imagine that you made friends for life.
Yes,
You did. And it not just YouTube friends, because now those YouTube friends are like family, but you also met friends on the ship that were either people you passed by on an elevator and they were seeing what we were doing and wanted to know about it, or they were our cabin stewardess, our maitre d', our person that came by and served you drinks while you were sitting by the Lido, or watching a late night movie at the dive movie that they have out there on the Lido deck, or if you're just sitting there talking with your cruise director. They want to get to know you 110% in a very short amount of time.
So, Quiet Listener has a question.
No. So if you were to go on a cruise, the things that Helping Hands pay for is your airfare. And this is what, if you get elected to go, you would get your airfare paid. You get 2 hotel stays. So you get one before the cruise and one after the cruise if need be. Or if your flight leaves out that same day, you can have the option of having 2 hotels before a cruise. You get your whole cruise paid for. And you get 1 excursion or 1 specialty dining. That is what they pay for. Everything else would be up to you.
All right, so you have to take care of that yourself. Now, there's a link in the chat. Can somebody post the PayPal link again? And I'm going to make a donation today, and I will show everyone how easy that is to do. So if maybe Meg or Danny D, if you could do that.
Actually, Meg is not a moderator on your channel yet.
Okay. All right. Meg, would you chat something there and I'll make you a moderator? Oh, okay. There it is. Danny D put it in there. So Danny D is, so here I am. I'm in the chat and I'm going to click on that link, that PayPal link there. Okay, it brings up PayPal, and then it's asking me if I want to accept cookies. I say yes. It comes up with Helping Hands for Cruising.
Steve, before you go any further, does it say AUD in blue?
No, it just says Helping Hands for Cruising at Help to Cruise is the link that.
Okay. Okay, that's good. When you put your amount in there, let me know before you do anything.
All right, so I have to log in first. So I'm going to put my email address in there, password in there. Logging you in. So I'm logged in right now. It says just send. Okay, so now I have the option of putting American or Aussie.
You want the American.
Okay.
So if you guys are in America
Mhm.
and you want to donate, keep it in American funds. And this is why. Because if you switch to the Aussie dollar, the American money is worth more in Australia. But when Shaun pays for these cruises that are being sponsored by Helping Hands for Cruising, because Shaun and Ilana are in charge of the organization, they have to pay the difference from Aussie dollars back to American dollars. So they actually lose money because their money is not worth a lot over here. So if we could keep all donations into America dollars, that would be superb.
Okay, so I entered $50 American.
Okay, see where it says AUD in the blue, or is it AUD in the blue underneath the 6846?
Yes.
Click that and you should be able to change it to American.
Okay, so I have AUD, BRL, and CAD as options there.
There's not a
US there.
Oh, dear Lord.
Well, it says recipient gets $68.46. And
You must be.
It's snowing out.
Oh, is that white stuff we hear about?
Yes. Now, I kid you not, when I came home from Arizona a couple weeks ago, 2 weeks ago, this ground was covered all in white. Now it's green, and now it's white again. I'm so over this.
So it sounds like I send $50 and they get $68.46 in Aussie. They convert it to 1.3692. There's a conversion rate there. So that looks like that's the only option I have.
Yes. Okay. So I don't remember how Ron and Darian did that last night.
It actually, when I did mine, it actually gave me the option to switch mine to
American.
Yeah.
Huh.
Did you do? Hey, Steve, let me ask you this: did you do yours family and friends?
I'm not sure. I just followed the link that Danny D dropped in.
Because if you don't do family and friends, you PayPal will take I think it's like a 3, 4, 5% percentage of every money you send out to someone. If it's not family and friends,
yes,
they take a cut.
Okay, so let me open it in the app and see if that works better. Hey Siri, open PayPal. Okay, so there's my PayPal. I'm going to.
You can search Helping Hands for Cruising, can't you?
Let me see.
Oh, you didn't have the option of showing family and friends either, Mike? I guess it's maybe because I did it through my own. I guess maybe because I sent it through my own personal PayPal. I guess maybe, I don't know. I'm not sure what the deal is with that, to be honest. Hey, Rat Pack Troy, what's happening, bud?
Howdy, howdy.
So I'm looking for a search function here. I don't see it yet.
I don't know.
You know what's nice about being out in the living room is I get to use my electric blanket to stay warm.
Somebody's phone's beeping, buzzing.
Mine. It's mine.
I have the window open here in my office because it's kind of warm today. It's up to 72 already.
Okay, I'm gonna switch here.
Okay, so I'm going back in using the link that I have on top of the chat there, pinned to the chalk.
Okay.
Oh, I don't want 5,050 is enough. Thank you very much.
Whoop, whoop. That would make us hit our goal.
So while I'm playing around with this, I think I heard that the goal is to send one person or fund one person per month. Is that correct, Crystal?
Yeah. So what it is, so we choose Carnival. And when Carnival does their bookings, it's for double occupancy. So no matter what, we pay for 2 people to go per room. So therefore, it can be you and your girlfriend, you and your companion, you and your caretaker, whoever that is. Or you could choose, like Kenny, to go by yourself. So they cover for 2 people to go. That's what you asked, right?
Yes. Thank you.
Yes.
Yes.
Yep. So we could get either 1 to 2 people throughout the whole trip. Like Steve just reiterated, yes, we are looking to do more group cruises. We want to put 1 person per cruise. I shouldn't say person, 1 nominee per cruise per month as of right now. But we are looking to increase that by next year.
That's good. Okay, I did it the only way I could do it, and that was through the link there. But I think it converted it to $36.52 American, $50 Aussie, cost me $36.52 American.
Okay.
So my donation is in there.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. And that's using the link at the top of the chat there. So Kenny, this was a life-changing event for you, right? That's
yes.
I got.
Yes, it was a life-changing experience and an event that I've never gotten to experience ever in my life. And I'm definitely inspired to being able to go and cruise again sometime in the near future. I don't know when that will be, but I definitely wouldn't mind going on another cruise.
And by doing these live streams and supporting these live streams, you're helping to make it available for other folks.
Yes.
And that's great of you to do that.
And like I was saying, I wouldn't mind seeing this thing grow even bigger. The Helping Hands for Cruising charity and event and things, and I'd like to see this thing get bigger and bigger, and then as the future goes on.
All right. So those people that have special needs, like yourself, where you needed help with mobility, different places, how is that handled for someone who needs help?
Well, for my group cruise, I had plenty of people.
Do you want me to explain it, Kenny?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. So what we did is when Kenny came aboard, the board was all there except for one person, and that is poor Miss Meg because she had to work. But anyways, we all met and we all took our different days of who was going to help assist Kenny and who was going to take care of, Kenny's daily stuff, like who wanted to be with Kenny this day or who wanted to be with Kenny that day. What the board is designing currently right now is a vetting process of people who are going to be going on these cruises with, per se, let's say Kenny's the first recipient. Steve, you're coming on this cruise and you want to be able to maybe spend a day with Kenny. It's kind of like a application form that you would fill out. You would submit it to the Helping Hands for Cruising before you go on this group cruise. And we just check off all the boxes to make sure you're not going to bury them in the woods way out back 10 feet deep. You're not going to throw them overboard. And you're not going to take him around to bar and get him totally sloshed that he ain't going to remember anything.
Oh, doggone it.
Yeah. And you definitely can't take him to the strip clubs because there are none on the ship. So, just things like that. And we want to make sure that his safety and your safety are good together. And that way everybody can take care of each other and just really enjoy everything. So that's kind of what we are looking for when you're helping with like spending the day with each other. Like, for instance, me and Kenny, we spent Kenny, almost 3 days on the ship with each other. The first night, all we did was we picked Kenny up. I made arrangements for a huge group dinner. There was like 15 of us that evening. We wheeled him down he walked down to this one and we took him to dinner. And then that evening, Ron and I just escorted him back to his room. And the reason why Ron was with me is because, for those of you that don't know, I have hardware in my back. So if Kenny was to fall, I physically can't pick Kenny up. I could, but I don't want to hurt myself anymore. So I always asked another person to be there with me. So he would help, take Kenny back to his room. And then we'd ask Kenny, do you need anything? Do you want coffee? Do you want this? Do you want that? And we would go get it for him and bring it right back to his room because Kenny at night was wore out and ready to go to bed by the time we took him home. And
because keep in mind, I actually used my walker most of this.
He did.
Most of this ship. Now, keep in mind, there was a time or two that I did use a wheelchair, but for the most part, it was mostly the walker But yeah. Yes, most definitely. When the cabin was booked for me, I was booked into a handicap accessible room, and it was a huge.
Yeah, it was huge. It was the handicap accessible rooms have wide open doorways. The bathroom has handrails all the way around it for your needs. And Kenny did have access, thanks to Lorraine and her daughter, to a wheelchair for us. And we were able to take Kenny off ship so he could be enjoyed with Aruba, the Bonaire, the La Romana, and the Amber Cove area. And it was easier for us who took him off the ship to wheel him around to get where he needed to go. And I actually got the honor of being with him in Bonaire and Amber Cove. I didn't go to La Romana with him, but those were my 2 port days to kind of hang out with Kenny and just enjoy the sights and let him sit back and really relax. Hi, Mike.
Hello. I just wanted to come up and because it's easier than trying to explain in chat. The thing I noticed with the PayPal links, the one currently pinned. Steve, do you mind if I share a screen?
Go right ahead.
So the one currently pinned to the screen, pinned to the top of chat, shows this, where you can pay with PayPal or donate with a debit card, but it only has the option of Aussie money.
Okay.
Or you can make it a monthly donation. Okay, the one being posted in chat shows this.
I'm not seeing your screen, and I don't know how to change that.
It's down in the bottom if you add it to the panel.
Okay. It's not that one.
Is it showing up with the people along the bottom of your in show?
No.
You may have to scroll down a little bit to be able to find it.
Okay, I see. I see it now. Add to stream.
So
there we go.
So
Okay,
that's the one. That's what comes up for me when I click the link that's in chat.
Okay.
Okay. So, and now I'm going to stop sharing that one and I'm going to share the other one again. So this is what's been confusing people because of the fact that also, so this one, if you can add it to the...
Okay. Scrolling down, add to stream. There we go.
So this is the one I get when I click the link pinned to the chat. And this one allows you to either pay with PayPal or you can use a debit card.
Okay. And you can make your monthly donations if you click that box there. And you cannot change that AUD.
No. So there's 2 different links, at least according to what I'm seeing when I click on either of them. And
so that's the one that's in the top of Steve's chat, correct?
Yes, that's the one that's pinned in the top right now.
And then Danny posted the other one, right?
Yep.
Okay. Danny, I need you to repost the link that you're posting, please. So I can... Okay, what Meg's posting is the direct PayPal link. Let me see here. Hold on. Let me see. Yeah, that one, Meg, we cannot change the AUD in it. So, Danny, will you post yours so I can see the difference? And I can kind of figure this out for all of us. Send. I want to change this to US.
Now, and Steve, when you had yours up for the whether showing whether you can change it from Aussie to, and you only had a few options.
Yeah.
When I click on it, I get like multiple options: AU, BRL, CAD, CHF, CZK, Danish, European, Great Britain,
It's a
all the way to
scroll
the bottom
thing,
of
isn't it,
US.
Mike?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. That's exactly what I just got to. And that's what I was just going to say. Once you change it to USD and then you click the AUD and you change, it'll say AUD or USD, put it to USD, and your donation will stay in USD. It won't go back and forth.
So,
Okay. Yeah. I think I
but
only had I had 3 options and no more on the link that I
gotcha.
used.
Okay.
But at any rate, I did make
It's
a
okay.
donation.
It all helps.
Yeah,
Right, and I was
definitely.
just saying. So, what I was trying to get at is, so if they want to just use the one that is pinned to the top of the chat, people don't have a PayPal set up can still donate with a debit card. Where they
Or-
can't with the one that's being posted in chat, you have to have a PayPal account to go in to donate.
Good point. Very good point.
So that's what I was trying to. So
Thanks, Mike.
Yeah, good
yeah,
stuff, Mike. Thanks.
no problem. So I think if they keep the one constant that's pinned to the top, it gives people option. Yeah, it doesn't convert. It doesn't give you an option of putting it in U.S. dollars. So you donate a little bit more to cover that cost, maybe. But that way, people that don't have a PayPal account set up can still donate. Don't feel like they have to go through all the trouble of setting up a PayPal account, and can just use a debit card.
So, Crystal,
So
on Kenny's live, you were on there and you made mention of how much money was raised last night. Can you share
Yeah.
that with the group?
I sure can. So last night we ran a total for 8 hours and we raised $1,036.74 last night.
Very cool.
And I am proud of each and every one of you for your help, your generosity, and all of your support.
Very good. So, this is going to run through the weekend, correct?
Yes. Yes. Actually, we go through Sunday night at midnight. You will be rounding it all out with me and the crew of Helping Hands for Cruising.
all
Very
right,
cool.
I'm gonna step down. Everybody have a good day. I'll catch everyone in a little bit.
Thanks, Mike.
Thanks for having me, Steve. Yep.
Did you see the thing that Roy and Becky had said in the chat, Crystal? That's not.
Yeah. Roy, you're kidding. Yeah. No, I got it.
Okay.
I got it.
Hey, Greg. Hey, Marshall.
So, is Greg coming up next?
Actually, your
It's
next person is Marshall.
Marshall's
Marshall,
coming up. Okay.
and I will be on his panel as well.
Very good. There's Marshall right there. Thank you, Lillian. So, folks, if you don't have a lot of money, anything helps, right, Crystal?
Yes. $1, $2, $3, $4, $5. And not only that, guys, if you cannot donate, share us out. Use the community tabs, put it in your Facebooks, tell your mama, tell your grandparents, tell your aunts, uncles, cousins, whoever, and bring us to Facebook, bring us wherever you want to do, because guys, we want to grow our community by pollinating it really, really well.
Yes, yes. Hey, Georgianne, Down Under Cruisers, Shaun, and Ilana.
Yes, definitely. You can even give 50 cents if you need to. It all adds up, no matter
Yes.
where you go.
Did I also hear that there was merchandise that you could purchase that goes towards the
Yes.
charity as well?
Yes. So Helping Hands for Cruising has a merch store. And in their merch store, whatever you purchase, the hats, the t-shirts, there's magnets, I think there's a bag in there, whatever it may be, all of that merch doesn't go into Shaun and Ilana's or Donovan's or myself's or Ron Sees America's pocket. It goes back into the Helping Hands for Cruising community. So everything helps no matter where it is. And you could be our walking billboards. We love the support, we love the friendships, and we love your community help.
Yes.
So I just joined the Facebook group this morning, so I'm looking forward to keeping up on
Awesome.
Very cool. All right, thanks, Meg. There's the merch store for anyone who's interested in checking that out. I think I heard Michael Ann looking at it earlier today. She said there was some good stuff on there.
Yeah, and Danny D has actually bought one of their hoodies, and she actually shouted it out. And Danny D is going to be our first person to be represented on our Instagram page. The Instagram page is currently under development, and as soon as we get that going, it will be all squared away. Now, Steve, you gave a $50 Aussie donation, correct?
Yes.
Okay, guys, how many do you have in chat or watching?
27.
There's 27 of you guys.
Mm-hmm.
We figured this out. If you gave just $10 if one person gave $10 for every hour that we are on today, that would raise us that would be $110. Steve has already gave 50. Can we get a match of the 50 before his show closes out?
That would be very cool. Very cool.
Our goal is to reach $10,000 before 1 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, Sunday night. I would love to see it surpass. I set a high expectation goal because I think we could all get there as a community, and think of all those lives that you're making their dreams become a reality and helping it grow.
Yeah, definitely have me as a supporter after watching Kenny get the opportunity to go. I met Kenny in Box Van D's meetup over a year ago.
Yes.
And Kenny is just one of those guys that you just fall in love with when you see and you meet him. I can tell you what, anywhere in the campground, I mean, there were probably over 100 people there. You could hear Kenny's laugh. You could hear Kenny's laugh anywhere in the campground out there. And so I was really tickled to see him selected and able to go. So I think that there are a lot of folks out there that need the help, that can use the help. And so please consider donating just a small amount. And I know a lot of folks like Lillian and Sandra have already donated in other live streams, and we thank them very much for that. But if you haven't donated, any small amount that you can afford using the PayPal link would be greatly appreciated.
And I could tell you this right now. The gentleman that's right here got his first cruise given to him. He was nominated. I remember sitting on a stream one day, and Shaun said to him, Kenny, if you ever get the chance, pay it forward. That's all we ask in return. This gentleman right here last night donated $125 that he has personally made off of his own YouTube in his own PayPal account back to an organization that put him as our first recipient on our very first cruise. Now, if that isn't heart-touching, I don't know what is.
That's cool. Very cool, Kenny.
It's very nice that he was able to do those things.
Yeah. Shaun, that time with Gwen and Sarah and you and Ilana at the breakfast table and Arby on the wayside.
Kenny, wasn't it go spicy sausages?
Yeah.
I tell you how laughing we all got. He was laughing. Their whole breakfast table was laughing. The more Kenny laughed, the more two other YouTubers laughed. Those two other YouTubers laughed, and I sat with my sister-in-law at the opposite. I was behind them 2 rows. We were giggling. The couple that were sitting at the table behind us, they started laughing. And they had a daughter that was autistic, and she was, or a son. It was a son, wasn't it, Kenny? And he couldn't figure out why Kenny was laughing. And he would come over and tell Kenny, it's okay, it's okay. And Kenny's like, oh, I know. And then they'd start laughing some more. Well, then he started hysterically laughing. So it was like superly contagious all the way around.
Yeah. And the thing was, Gwen from Travel Tour Taste.
Yeah.
Gwen, when he laughed like a duck. I had never heard anybody laugh like a duck. and the boy he got tickled, the boy he laughed like a duck.
Yeah, that he sure did.
Looks like Chris Busby donated. Thank you, Chris, very much. Appreciated.
It looks like Mobang just matched it.
Awesome. Thank you, Mobang.
Yeah, Tim's a great guy. He was out here at the Ironwood meetup, and we enjoyed hanging out with him. He got a certificate while he was here. Did you see that? He actually posted that on his live stream.
Wait, what?
He got a certificate. He was awarded a certificate while he was here in the Ironwood Monument meetup.
Busby was.
No, Mobang was.
What?
Mobang got a certificate.
I will have to go back and watch that.
Yeah, you better go back and watch it. I think it's important because that was the first time he had been off-road. So we live out here in the Ironwood Forest National Monument. And, when you go and you ask Tim, hey, Tim, you want to go with us? Oh, no, let somebody else go. So, well, Tim, you need to drive one of my vehicles. I need you to drive the Cherokee because I don't have a driver. So Tim drove the Cherokee. It's a 4-wheel drive vehicle. And off we went down the desert trails. And that was the first time he had been off-road 4-wheeling. So I made him a handwritten certificate from Desert Adventures in Arizona and awarded it to him before he left. So we had fun with that.
Oh, that's amazing. That's amazing.
Well, Steve, I want to say thanks for having me up and thanks for allowing me to be able to explain the Helping Hands for Cruising. Your next show is coming up in 1 minute, and that is Male Nomadic Adventures, Marshall. And just make sure you do a hashtag H4C raid, Helping Hands for Cruising.
Mobang, if you would like to use the link that Danny posted, you can change the Aussie dollar to USD dollars on both ends, just so that you know. But you have to have a PayPal account, I think, for that to work.
Otherwise, do $37 Aussie is approximately $50 US.
Yes, yes. All righty. Thanks for having me up, Steve. I greatly appreciate it. I got to head over to Marshall's.
Thank you very much, guys. And I'm going to start my outro video now. Thanks very much for coming up. And
all right. Have a good day.
We'll see you all next time. All right, folks. So thanks for being here. Thanks for donating. I think it's a very good charity, especially people like Kenny who got a chance to go on this cruise. And it was really neat watching him experience that. So thank you for being here today. Remember, take care of each other, and we'll see you next time.